Hello gamers and welcome back to the continuation of our The Crew 2 playthrough. Today I was thinking we should check out our houses. We have two houses, one default house and one which we got through the season pass I think. Let's check them both out. What can you do in the house? How do they look, etc. Then yesterday I fiddled with some changes for the Porsche, just some visual changes, spent no money on it, just I made some free changes, uh, only for the looks, no performance changes. I'm not sure if I want to spend any money on, you know, just visual changes for the car as of yet, as I know that this game might be a bit grindy when it comes to money. So I would like to start by, accumulating some money first to see will I need money in the future so I don't come up short and have to grind. And once if I see that, okay, I have accumulated some money and should be fine, then maybe I will start spending some on just visual things. But that's the initial plan. So the changes I made was just visual and didn't come at any cost. So we will look at those small Porsche changes for the Porsche. And I also checked out how you can create different libraries yesterday. So we will check that out as well, how you can create your own library. Uh, it's not too complicated actually. You can make it as complicated as you want, but you can keep it quite simple and just get some kind of visual change for the car or personalization, I think it's called. And lastly, of course, we must go and do some race or races. But let's start with the house tour. I don't even know where we are right now, so let's start by checking that. Okay, we are at our Los Angeles home. So what can you do here? Lots of these things are just, cosmetic to make up a house. There is really not much you can do. Here you have your airplane. Of course, very logical. I don't know how they got the airplane in here, but it's in here. So here you can switch through, get an easy overview. You see it's filtered to only airplanes. So you can switch your favorite airplane, and you can customize it, apply performance upgrades and that stuff. Like here you have you can change color or livery, visual but vanity and performance, stuff like that. Just to check, I think we have all the performance upgrades applied. We don't have any performance upgrades at all because I have not flown anything. I have flown 41 kilometers, but that was just to test out controls in the free play. So. Alright. And you can't do anything here, no tuning section. You can go to the garage. There should also be a hangar and a harbor, but I don't know if that's unlocked later or not, or if it's not available in this particular house. Down here you have a couple of set vehicle spots. Return set vehicle. I don't know what this does. I never tested it. Okay, so we placed a Corvette there. Will that matter in any way? Hold, drive, favorite, switch vehicle. Okay, is this just like visual stuff? I don't know. Let's try to just place a couple of vehicles which we don't use, just to, why not? Populate it, looks cool. Look at the cars we have. That Corvette is seriously nice. Very good looking. Walk too far. Set vehicle. Alfa Romeo. Oh, okay, that was placed in the middle. Aha, okay, so it's like an elevator for the cars, like the Corvette would ever fit in there. I don't think any car would fit in there, but okay. I guess that won't mean like they're parked in the garage, so they're not available to drive. I think it's just cosmetic. There's our Porsche. I like the Porsche. Oh, here. Here you can change your avatar. You can change, like, I think when you created the avatar, I think you could choose like different faces, haircuts and stuff, if I remember correctly. But here you can just change like the clothing and stuff. I've gone through all of these. You see, we own some, which came with maybe the gold edition. I'm not sure. Yeah, you get. I think you get some clothing from gold edition and some from the season pass, if I remember correctly. But I don't think any of them is like. I like this one because it's like casual, you know. You can have gloves if you want. I think these are only like actually applied in certain circumstances. So you can set, if you see in the bottom, you can set B to always wear if you want to wear them all the time. Else they are just applied or used in certain scenarios. Like perhaps if there would be a motocross event, perhaps the gloves would be used. I have not driven that yet, but I think there are motocross motorcycles, maybe even for any bike. Helmet I know is used for, I think, like rally off-road stuff and drifting. I've seen it used in drifting. So we have a couple of helmets as well. Whoops. There's like a pilot helmet. This was the default helmet. I think it looked like an idiot in that helmet. Not gonna lie. So I changed to this one. That's the one we have, which we own. And these are some I think you buy with like Ubisoft points or something. Like you can unlock these. Here are other helmets which you can buy. Why would you ever buy this one? But yeah, I know. Tastes are very individual. So, okay, maybe you want a pink helmet. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, there are lots of different stuff in here, like 61 different helmet designs. I'm not going to go through all at the moment. Lower body, different types of pants here as well. I've just went with the default actually because I like these. Like casual shorts, why not? Shoes you can choose as well. Also there, I've just gone all casual here. Like you can have boots and sneakers, stuff like that. But I just went, these are quite casual though. But yeah, I just kept these, why not? And then you have these suits, which I thought would perhaps also be used in certain circumstances, like perhaps if you were driving a touring car, if you're driving a motocross, perhaps it will use it. But I tested to like equip this, and that replaced like the upper body, lower body, the shoes, everything but the helmet practically. So I don't wear this. It's kind of, walk around the world wearing this. So I just stuck to the casual look, you know. But that you can do if you want to. Apart from that, you have the boat as well. So here, just like the airplane, and the same for the car. You can like just return or choose to drive. Whether I'm on PC, but it's the same if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, I guess. You can choose to drive from here. You can customize it. You can switch, and it will be filtered to boats only. I'm kind of wondering though, this boat seems like an awesome boat. I mean, the power is just 800 and top speed 170 kilometers, but if you compare it to this, I mean, okay, it has a lot more power and it's a lot faster, but I wonder if this would be upgraded, if it would be even faster. It just looks badass. Maybe we'll try to upgrade that at some later time, because right now I'm of course working at this because it seems to have the best base stats. So yeah. I think we applied, didn't we find some upgrades yesterday for it? I think so, but I think everything's applied. Yeah. Okay. I never changed color. Oh, that's it. Okay. So it's a wooden boat. You can only change these parts. Like the red is rather nice though. Orange, cool. Maybe we should go with the yellow, just because it's like apply costs money. Okay, that's why we don't do that. Okay, let's wait with that. You know, I want to hold on to the money for now. And then of course we have the car, and you've seen that as well. You can just change and it will be filtered to cars or vehicles, even motorcycles and cars. All types of cars. So you can set the one you choose will be your favorite, which will be the one that's automatically selected if you fast travel. Let's say you have done like a boat race and then from the map you choose a car race, then it will automatically change to the one you have set as your favorite. So that's how that works. Yeah, and the customization, I guess you've seen, and we will look a little bit into that as we go through the Porsche changes, which you might already have noticed if you're observant. Let's check our other home then, here in Miami. This is one we got through the season pass, I think. I don't know if it's any different. Looks exactly the same, doesn't it? I don't see any change at all. Yeah, it's the bed with the US flag, the paintings are the same, everything is exactly the same. So yeah, that kind of proves the point. You only need one house. Since you can fast travel anywhere in the world, really doesn't matter. I mean, you can just fast travel to a race location, but not enter the race. Just start driving away, free drive from that location. So yeah. Okay, but let's look at the changes I did for the Porsche. I wonder, can you see them already perhaps? What has changed? Not much. Just a few things. Let's see. Visual part, I think it is. Okay, so here you can change through different hoods. I have not done that since, like you see, it costs money, like almost 6 grand for this hood. And yeah, we have like 457, so we could easily buy it. But then also, if you need a specific car, then I know that cars are expensive. So kind of holding back a little since it's so early in the game. And yes, we have a lot of cars since we have the 22 free cars plus the 3 cars from the Gold Edition. So we have a lot of cars, but still, like I said, even if I have many cars, there are still a lot of different cars to buy. And as an example, we have only one drifting car, and that's the Nissan Skyline, which is awesome and working perfectly. But is there maybe further down the road, would we want another drifting car? What's out there? I don't know. So holding back a bit on the money initially here. Front bumpers. You can pick any front bumper for the same price, like 2,906. And the B, like it looks like Bitcoin, that's the pure money, and the CC is like crew credits. I think you earn them somehow using a crew. I don't know how that works yet, but I think that's like a multiplayer function in some way. So yeah, practically you have the things that change here is the lights. Only the lights seem to change at the beginning. Like these two, I don't know what changes at all. I can't see any difference. Here you see the lights are darker. And here the front spoiler gets like a lip, so it looks lower. You can, I know it's hard to see sometimes, but you can zoom out and rotate a little and then you will see better. Like you see it becomes much lower. I think that's rather nice. It preserves the original shape of the car, but it makes it look a little more, even more sporty lower. And then the lights change for that as well. I still don't know what changes here. Such a subtle change that yeah, I really can't tell. But here you see they become darker. And then you get another like more racing lip on the front. And with darker lights. And then you get like a wide body. And I don't know what I think about that. It might be cool in some occasions, but for the Porsche, I sort of think the body looks nice as it is, since it has like the wheel, I mean the fenders go out a bit from the car as it is in the front, and then it goes out even more. So it's sort of sitting nicely already as it is, making it even wider. In my opinion, looks kind of corny, especially when you apply it to the rear, where it's already quite wide. Like it's like the whole wheel is outside of the car. Then it, I don't know. For some cars it might work. For this car, personally, I don't think it does. So now we only go through the same alternatives, but with the wide body. So darker light, the other lip, the racing lip, and that's it. And then back to alternative one. That's all. This, yeah. Then we have a lot of different rims. Me personally, I think the original rims are beautiful. I see no reason to change the rims at all. Okay, that looks badass as well. But, you know, for me, for the Porsche, I kind of like the default rims. It's sort of like an ID for the car almost to have those rims. So I have not changed that. Also, yet again, money, money, money. It's only $1,000, but still, you know. Yeah. Holding back on that. Caliper color. This was what I changed actually. But what I came to learn yesterday when I fiddled with the livery is that this sort of looks the same color as you choose here, but when it comes to applying like liveries on the car, it does not. And for the livery, you can actually fine-tune the colors, but here you don't seem to be able to do that. So yeah, let's just keep this as it is, because I like the yellow one. It's good because I use that in my logo as well. So it's the Fenrir IDs thing. Side mirrors. Don't see much difference for these two either. It's very subtle. There's only like some reflections like here that change, so maybe these are like the number 2 are more matte or something. The reflections seem to increase though. I don't know, it's such a subtle change. Why would you pay for that? This, however, is a noticeable change, which I personally don't like for this car. I know for like Volkswagen Golfs and stuff like that, might be cool to have those type of mirrors. But for the Porsche, I feel like, yeah, maybe it's more racing, but yeah, holding back on that one as well. This wing was the first thing I applied, and as soon as I bought the car, I actually paid to have this wing, because yet again, it's something from when I played Porsche Unleashed back in year 2000. Then when you upgraded the car, this was like the coolest wing you could have. So I want to keep that. This is like the default wing. That's the wing I have applied. Humongous wing for the car. All other wings are smaller. Is there any difference between 1 and 3? Ah, yet again, like a little one is more matte than the other, but the design itself, it almost seems like there's a plastic edge on number 1, but the 3 has like paint all over it. So yeah, okay, subtle change. Maybe is it worth like almost 6 grand? And that's more like an old school wing, which is not really for this type of car. I think it was like 70s Porsches, like earlier models, which had this wing, so it's kind of a retro wing. So it sort of gives the car the wrong ID. It looks like, maybe if it would, you would try to make it like it's like a sleeper or something, but in this game everyone knows what car it is. So yeah, I see no point of that. This is like the same wing we use, just a bit smaller. We have this humongous wing on. Maybe this is smoother for the car, but yeah, I would just keep that one. And this is like also just such a subtle change that I don't even know what's the difference. Not worth 6 grand in my opinion. Let's move on. Let's not make this a long haul, like I said. The rear bumper. Okay, this is a bit unfortunate with the angles because there's a wall behind us, so we have to rotate the camera. So yeah, you can get rid of the Porsche sign in the back or the light. Not sure. Oh, these are the exhausts. You get centered exhaust instead of on the side with the red light or the red Porsche text and without. And then the exhaust, I think, change again. So now you have 2 on each side with the red Porsche text and without. And then you have like black tips. And now, yeah, here comes the white body as well. Did the tips actually change? Yeah, okay. So with the wide body comes black exhaust tips as well. But then it just starts over, just with the front. So it's wide body, 1 exhaust per side, with and without red text. 2 exhausts per side, with and without red text, etc. etc. You get it. Okay. What else is there? The interior, and this was the second change I did. I changed the interior color. So I changed it to yellow. I think as you go through it, there might be, yeah, more like interior style you can change. Like the seats, this is the default, a lot of yellow. I changed to that one. I think it was a good balance between black and yellow. And then interior material. And these options don't come until you actually start selecting stuff. So I don't know if we apply like hoods or other stuff, if there will be further hidden options as you start applying those. I don't know, because I have not bought any of those stuff yet. But we will try that later on. Maybe same for the rims. I don't know. Maybe you can change color for the rims. Some car games have that. But we'll see when we try that out. Interior material. Very subtle change. This looks more plastic. This looks like a little more like, yeah, I think it looks better. What else? Yeah, we need to select interior insert. Yeah, there's nothing here you can choose. I guess there are like different entertainment systems or something for like different interior layouts for different cars. Yeah. Not sure that might have actually cost something to apply. I know that the brake calipers didn't cost anything. So now we're back at the hood. So that's all the changes I've done so far for the car. Now let's go into livery creation real quick. You can choose from several pre-made liveries. there are like literally hundreds of different. For some reason, these are exclusive. I don't know if you can just choose them or if they actually cost something. Yeah, 5,812. So yeah, there's a cost to them. They all cost the same, it seems. Top 100. Bit cheaper. Okay, so in that sense they're more exclusive because they cost more. Doesn't mean though that they like are more detailed or anything, because there are, from these ones there are very detailed ones as well. As you can see here, how many shapes they contain, how often they have been downloaded, etc. So there are really complex ones here as well. I mean, this one contains 1,950. I wonder how long it took to create this library. Anyhow, and then you also have the latest uploaded. So this could be a quick way to just change the look of your car drastically. However, I created my own, and I will just show you quickly how to do it. So let's start with switching to the top. Here, top side, you click new, and you select, there are different types of shapes and numbers, like here are patterns, raising, pre-made logos, fonts. There are two different fonts. This one is a bit more narrow, this is a bit more square. Then you have this coolish font. And then I don't know if you have like, you can import local stuff. Perhaps those who create libraries do that, spend a lot of time on that. I just started with, let me see, what did I choose? I choose racing, I think. Yeah, like this one. So you have like a center color, and then you have 3 stripes on each side. Let's take that as an example. So here you can choose your own custom color for the stripe, and you can also choose from previous colors which you have selected. And this is what different from the brake calipers, for example. You can choose a default color, and then you can fine tune it. We don't see it right now because it was in the middle of the interior. So we can modify color again, and now we can see how it changes. So I want to match the interior, of course, the yellowish. However, as you see, this differs a lot from the brake calipers. If you see the color actually on the stripe or the livery down there, you see that it's much more bright. Like it's like if you take a strong color and mix it out with water, that's sort of, I don't know what it's called in English, but that's sort of how it looks. It's not the same color which you see here. It's not the color you see there. So it's kind of fiddly to try and get the right tone. But here you can fine tune the color. So let's start with that, or maybe even slightly darker. Maybe even, you see the orange is almost more like yellowish looking than the actual yellow, because that becomes too like, can you say bland, or like, yeah, this almost looks more yellow. So maybe we start from there. I should fine tune, sorry. So that color, one that's close to the yellow, that one, and then I press to fine tune, and here we can change these so to get it like a little bit stronger. I mean, this looks sort of yellowish, I think. Saturation becomes white. We don't want that. Okay, maybe this is good. So we apply. Now we want to change the size, so we can, you see there's a lot of controls up here to scale, rotate, move, blah blah blah. Transparency even, and skew. All right, so let's change the size. How big do we want it? Maybe like that, and we move it as well. Let's start at the beginning of the car. I'll just keep it in the center. It starts in the center of the car, so I'll just move it to the sides. And then we decide on how big we want it. We don't want it wider than the hood, I guess, and not too big. Maybe, okay, maybe like that. And then you can just tab to have another one. Move it, make sure it overlaps, so there's no like, that would be ugly with a little glitch between the two, so it must overlap. Tab, just make sure it doesn't overlap, it doesn't leave a glitch. Overlap. This is how easy it is to quickly get like a library. Tab, tab. Let's see if we can get it to stretch all the way. I think that's it. Okay, and then we'll just hit enter. Right, there we have it. So now we have library on the top of our car. Do we want one on the side as well? Then we'll just click new. And I actually think yesterday, I would do just exactly like I did yesterday, because just to keep it quick, we don't want to sit with this for hours. And then we choose our previous color. I think that was the latest one, so it should be the same as the one we have. Select the size, move it. I will try to give it the same size as like, so it fits the line for the car here. You see, there it comes above. Okay, I think I keep it there. Okay, I will like fast forward this. Alright, so there we have it. Our own livery applied to the car. Sort of matches the interior. It's a bit lighter still. But yeah, we can always fine-tune the colors at a later time, but at least it's something. So that's how easy it can be to apply your own library. So with that being done and said, let's go and see if we can find us a race. Let's go to the drift, but set it as a waypoint. So we can drive there. Like I said, let's use the open world and drive there. Does he want to be buddies? Does he want to race? I'm just going to race, man. Hello. He's a lot higher level than me, I think. Like level 159 and 360. I've seen people with a lot, like very high levels. So yeah. There are some people who have played this for a while still playing. Ah, he's blocking us. Okay, he has like golden smoke. That's interesting. It's funny that this game is like alive. There are still people playing it. Where did my... Oh, jeez. I was so occupied by them that I forgot actually where should we drive. Every time you play this game, there are other players online. Which is good. It's in no way a dead game. And they're always, often that when you meet people, when you just free drive, they want to like drive together and, you know, like do almost like spontaneous street races or just drive along for a while. How far is it? Okay, less than 2 kilometers. Left over here. I love those backfires. Getting close.
Well, Shimara's been with us as a sponsor since day one. It's time for them to re-up their contract, and I really don't want to lose them. So we gotta show them they're getting their money's worth. By we, I mean you.
Alright, so let's change car. Since it's a drift. Let's see if, if this goes any better than the last time, which was the first drift I ever did. So yeah, we can only do normal since we have never done this before. This will be interesting. Never seen the map or anything. This will be fun. Tracks, right? 20,000. Whoa. Okay, let's go. I'm losing that. Not good. Losing time. Quite good points though. Guess it's okay for being such a total noob. Oh my god, I'm sort of losing track of when do I keep my wheel straight? Okay, we should do this a whole minute left. Should be possible. Wow. Okay. Objective completed again. Where's the wheel straight? Oh, okay. 2C. Overcompensating too much. Okay, let's get one good last one without overcompensating too much. Okay. It started rather good. Ended not so good, but exactly like last time, good enough. And some loot.
Good news, Bushimara is staying in, and it's all thanks to you.
All right. Let's apply these upgrades. I think that since that was the last race we had available in Miami, or which we had not done, I think we will switch location maybe go to... Maybe we should do like a touring car race. We haven't done that yet. And then we have to switch car again. But I like this car. I want to drive it, so that's perfectly fine with me. This car is just wonderful. So beautiful. Brake way too late. I wasn't really sure how fast we could take that car. No problem though, just first lap, we'll learn. I'm not even sure, have we completed the first lap? Or is this... I think this was the start, right? That was one lap. Okay. Perfect. I think this was a rather high speed corner. Let's just keep the foot down. Whoa, okay. Positioned very badly for that chicane. Now we're braking fine. Slowing the fast out, right? Finish! Press conference, right? Not sure what that means. Ah, did we level up? I don't know.
An all-new episode in the Live Extreme series is available now.
You've been invited to another live extreme race. I'm telling you, being a rising star has its perks.
Wow, alright. 42 new activities. We suddenly got a heck of a lot more to do. Yay! Great. Alright. And then we need to visit the live headquarters, I think, as well. So, street racing headquarters. I'm not sure where we should go, but anyhow, this is a great place to end this episode. I think we will have a lot to go through next game. You see, we have Harley Davidson Red Rock Run. So we have first motorcycle event, it seems. Maybe we should unlock airplane races, at least unlock it. Then we'll see how much we play it. We also have like a live extreme event. New discipline at off-road headquarters. And a new discipline at street racing headquarters as well. Great, that would be a great way to start the next episode. So we're gonna round it up for here. Stay tuned for next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.